Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna go. Yeah, go. That's me. Grow. Anyway, I'm here for one last time before the surgery. I am to report to the surgical center tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. I was never so happy because Sherry and I both said we hope it's not one of those 6 or 7 a.m. deals. And I told her, I was like, and I said, I want the doctor's hands to be warmed up. I would like for him to have done at least one or two surgeries before he get to mine. That way he's warmed up. So anyway, it looks as if that will happen. I'm here in the pepper room because I wanted to show you how they're really, in this room, they're really taking off because they're also getting the outside light as well. And it's really helping them along. So I went to Myers today because I needed to get groceries and get a few preps, of course, because I haven't stopped with that. And I got my prep closet open, so now I can get things sorted, rotated, and I can get the other preps that I've purchased in the past few months that are in this closet into that one. So anyway, that'll be later down the pike. That can happen at any time. But anyway, I bought these shorter cups, these shorter clear cups for the peppers because you know, they're gonna grow, but they're not gonna get humongous until later once it gets real hot and they go into a bigger pot. So I think they'll survive in the smaller cup as opposed to the taller plastic cups. Plus, I'm trying to save on soil. They didn't have any regular soil today, but I ended up buying the Burpee organic seed starting mix. And the reason is that the one I usually buy, which is the Miracle Grow or whatever, which I forget the name of it. We'll look. Yeah, the Miracle Grow. The Miracle Grow is $6.99 a bag. And so I looked and I saw that the bag is only 8 quarts. Well, for $7.99, the Burpee organic bag is 12 quarts. I'm like, that's 4 more quarts for, I said, that's 4 more quarts for only $1 more. Then I looked at the ingredients. You got cocoa coir in here, and then, you know, and then your regular, I guess, whatever. It said, unlike peat moss. It's a little heavier, so I don't know. I've never used this before, but I'm assuming that it's going to work really well. And I plan to use that because I do have some of the other left. But I said just to compare, I'm going to use that in these cups for the peppers because y'all know that is my prized crop of this season. Okay, so now, and see, I still have some of this and some of the seed starting mix, although I'm almost out. What is this? Yep, it is Miracle Growing. And look what I'm doing. Okay, got to get the vacuum out. But anyway, that's already treated, so we're straight. So let's see. We don't have any seed alerts. I got to get that moringa. I'm going to get that out too, probably today. Or no, it'll be after I get back home. If all goes well, I'll be back home on Wednesday. I can't stay alone the first night. And then Sherry has to take me the next morning or she doesn't have to, but she'll need to take me the next morning, the next day at 12 noon. Excuse me. For my follow-up surgical exam. So anyway, let's head out back here to the greenhouse. Made a pit stop to the tables. This is the table that holds the Irish way potatoes. And then this table here, which is messed up and the one that some animal has dug into and then probably fell through afterwards. This one has the, what's in there? Oh, the Irish way onions, I believe. I believe that's what it has. We'll find out once it comes up. And then we know where the garlic is. And then we have onions over in that bed. So what I'm gonna do, I wanted to plant the potatoes in this long thing, and it could have just stayed outside because potatoes are to be planted by March 17th anyway. But because Myers didn't have any soil on hand, I saw none. I said, well, I'm gonna have to go with containers. So we're going into the greenhouse now. Ooh, and it's hot in here. It smells summery in here too. Let's come to the, and I promise not to get crazy. 75 on the dot, just like yesterday. Let's look at the plants. I'm concerned about these strawberries, and I will give them some water today. I'm very concerned, but they just may not have woken up yet or awakened. We'll find out soon, won't we? But I don't like how crispy they are. But I'm gonna put some more water in this, and we'll put it in so to get it through the next couple of days. It all depends on how I feel. I don't know if I'm gonna come back out here, although I would like to. We're supposed to hit 70 by the weekend. Hold on, let me sit down, y'all. Let me set this down for a minute. Be right back. Getting set up. Because you know I'm doing this sitting down. I'm leaving this door open because it's too doggone hot in here. Oops. Getting the berry tone out. I'm not certain if I should fertilize those strawberries yet, or should I wait until the weather breaks? I don't know. I'm getting my fertilizers. Starting mix. Oh, and there's one fertilizer I have to get that I thought I had. Well, I can do that later. Okay, let me turn this around. On last night, I decided to watch some potato videos, and Diana, I watched yours too. I know. I was looking okay while I was out, but things have gotten kind of crazy with the wig. Anyway, while I was out, I watched a potato video and about fertilizers. I thought I had it. I'm sitting up here with a bag of sulfur. The one thing they said, if you want big potatoes and you want that root structure to do well, they said to amend. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna take those potatoes in. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until my eye heals and I can get back to get this particular fertilizer. They said potatoes love potassium, and they said potatoes love potash. That is straight potassium. It's 0060, and they said if you use that, you are pretty much guaranteed to get great tubers. Although they recommend you plant them. Well, some of them did it in containers and they got pretty good tubers. They just weren't as many. But I don't really have any ground space. And actually, I'm going to dig out a space just to plant the potatoes that I ordered, because I ordered some russet, which are indeterminate. Those take like 4 months. And so those will be coming from M.I. Gartner in April. So I said, I'm going to dig me a spot somewhere in my yard, probably where that swell is. And another thing, we're getting ready to have swell school next month in late April. we're going to be having a school on how to build a swale and all that. So that spot where I called myself building a fox swale, I'm thinking that's where I can dig some more into that little trench and put the potatoes that my gardener sends me, because I do want those to go into the ground. If that's not a good spot, then I may go along the side of the shed, or I'll just go somewhere where it's inconspicuous in the yard and bury those potatoes. These are experimental because this is my harvest from last year, the Eva potatoes, and they're sprouted, but they're still in good shape. They're getting a little wrinkly, but they're not rotting yet at all. If I leave them in here, they'll rot. So I think I'm gonna take these back in the house. I think they'll give me another week. I'm gonna put them back into my potato storage unit thing. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna leave this fertilizer here, but I am going to wait until I have that potash, because when I am in that soil, I want to be able to, because they say you throw the potash, you put the layer of soil, and they also recommend peat moss as well, and Myers didn't have any. So I can go to Home Depot and get a smaller bag of peat moss to start me off with these potatoes, and then get that potash, if I can find it, because you know that stuff be selling out quick. But I'll find it, because I've seen it. In fact, I think they have some at Myers with the fertilizers. I just thought I had it, but it was sulfur that I have. But anyway, I will get that potash, because they said after you put your first, they say you put about 5 inches of soil, then you amend that. Then you place your potatoes in the 5 inches. You get your potatoes in, and then you fill the rest of the container with soil just about to the top, and then you amend the soil again, and then you water them in real well. So I have until the 17th to get that done, and I think I'll be driving by, because my next surgery is the 25th, so I think I'll be driving by the 17th. In fact, I'll know on Wednesday if I'm released to drive. It all depends on how well I see. So we shall see. And most people in the group that I joined on Facebook for cataract said that they were released to drive the next day and they had no problems. They said as long as you have your opposite eye, eyeglass for that, which I do. I had my old glasses and she broke them, so I had to take some tape and tape the frame right at the bottom. The doctor's secretary or whatever, she took it in there to get to pop the thing out, and she messed around and snapped the frame at the bottom, but it's a small snap. But I just taped it, and so it's missing the eyeglass, but this one, the left one, has it. And my prescription hadn't changed for the left eye, so I'll be able to see well out of the left eye once I wear those. And hopefully, if the right eye is fixed, it'll be as if I'm wearing glasses, but except I'll have a lens in one and then just seeing out my regular eye in the other one until the next surgery. So as far as driving, I'll be able to do that. So anyway, that's my hope at least. So anyway, I've got all this out. So right now I have this potting mix out, and it's more than enough of that. I have the chicken manure. Oh, potatoes also like acid. I did not know that. So I have the soil acidifier out. I have some black cow, because I have half a bag here. I have blood meal. I have bone meal. Of course, I have my perlite for drainage. And I have worm castings. And also they said a good standard fertilizer, and they actually recommended shake and feed. So I have shake and feed over there, so I'll use that too. That soil is going to be amended until I can't amend it anymore. Then I have some bloom stuff there, and I have the fish emoji also. I don't know if I'm gonna use the fish emoji. I'll look and see if that's good to use. Diana, let me know, because I know you use it on everything just about, but I know it probably won't be good for, I don't know if it'll be good for the potatoes. So let me know if you used it on yours last year, because you got some spuds. You know you got you some spuds. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and go back in. And so just know, although I had planned to have this done today, because I don't have that potash, I just don't want to do it. So I can always come back. So I have these 5-gallon bags, brand new. I have like 10 of them. But I think I'm gonna find my 25-gallon, the ones that I had in the crate. Those are 10-gallon in the crate. I think if I'm going to do these potatoes in the thing, I would rather put them in the 10-gallon bags as opposed to the 5-gallon bags. So I'll get those because I have a whole lot of those. Or either I can use some of the ones that I already have where I've emptied out the crates. I saved them. I did not throw them away. So I'll use those first and then I'll get into the new ones. And I think that's how I'm gonna plant these potatoes, just in those regular plastic bags. And I'm gonna line them up over by the shelving on the other side of the greenhouse. Okay, you guys, so I'm off of here. Keep me in your prayers tomorrow. Just know I have to be there at 12:30, so surgery will get underway between 1:30 and 2. Surgery is only 10 minutes long. So during that noon hour, say a little prayer for me, because believe me, I'm still nervous and I'm still scared, because when you're talking the eye, I mean, it's the eye, okay? So, you know, it's just scary. Although risks are minimal and it's said to be one of the easiest surgeries to undergo, but still, I never had it, so the unknown is the fear of the unknown. So therefore, I'm nervous. So once I get tomorrow over with, if that goes all and well, then that next one's going to be a breeze, because I'm going to know what to expect and everything. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to get off of here, and I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. I'm enjoying out here in the greenhouse. It's about 60 outside. Last time I looked, it was 60 degrees. So it's 75 in here. It's after 5 o'clock, so it was probably warmer in here earlier. So I'm very satisfied with it in here. So, and if it was not for the surgery, like I said, those cold crops will be right here on that table, because I know they could survive. I know that they can. So as soon as I can get going again, then I will. And the seed operation will be brought here to the greenhouse. I'll bring out those cold crops. I think I'm gonna keep those peppers indoors until we're having steady 70-degree weather, and that'll come soon enough. They'll be able to come out here a month earlier than they would have before the last frost date, that I know. So that'll be last to come out. The stuff that I just seeded, it will come out here, you know, ASAP, because I'm not really worried about that. I'm more worried about the peppers than anything, so I want to make sure those survive. And then I may start some more seeds. It all depends. It all depends on how my healing goes and all that. Then I want to get a few fishing trips. See, I should have been fishing today. This is the perfect day. And the waters have thawed out, so yeah, people are out there. JD, he's been fishing. He ice fished all this winter, so I know he's out there today. And he was like, I'll see you when you're ready. So I'm not going to be able to fish until he releases me altogether mid-April. So release date is the 14th of April. That's when I go in for a dilation and for him to see if I've healed properly and all that. Then at that point, you're released to do whatever. So hopefully I'll be released on that day. And then I plan to hit the water right away, because I stopped fishing in May. Once it gets hot, I don't fish again until September, so I'm behind the 8 ball on my winter stock for next year, because usually I've already pretty much caught most of my winter stock for the next year. And I like the cold waters because the fish is the freshest and it tastes the best. You don't like to try to get your winter stock at the end where the water is murky. But looks like I'll be stuck with doing that this year. But, you know, the sacrifice, that's okay. Next year I'll be fine and I'll be able to fish in March or whatever. Okay, so I'm rambling now, so let me get off of here, and I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. I'll see you as soon as I feel well enough to come back on. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Shut up, Oklahoma.